My name's Simon. I got to Grace Gate about a year and a half ago, probably a bit longer. But I came from Australia. I moved here when I was 30 years old, and most of my life in Australia was pretty miserable, drugs and jail, and I didn't have a great family life when I was at home. Yeah, I struggled with a lot of things. My mum left when I was young. My brother was pretty harsh on me, made my life at home really uncomfortable. And I left when I was 16 and started along this life of drugs and self-destructive sort of behaviours, that a lot of things that did myself and everyone around me great harm. Yeah, that continued for a while, and I ended up landing in jail and repeated this process for a long time and for years, and realised I didn't want to do drugs anymore and tried to stop and couldn't. And I realised how powerless I was over the situations that happened in life. Yeah, got stuck on the drugs over here as well. And that went for another year until I almost lost my daughter out of my life. I didn't see her for close to 8 months, I think, close to a year. And yeah, that was enough to get me into treatment, and I started trying to prove that I'm not an addict. I was trying to prove to everyone that I don't have a problem, you know. So I went through treatment, and by the time I got through treatment, I realised that I had a problem and I needed help. And through the recovery circle in Auckland, it's massive, and I heard Grace Gate's name a few times, and a bunch of lads that were up at the farm fishing on these boats and jet skis, and they talked it right up, and it sounded like a dream. And yeah, I did my treatment. I did some post-treatment somewhere else, and came to Grace Gate after that. Here I found God. Here I found church, and their take of the Bible really spoke to me. It was all acceptance and love and compassion. Yeah, it was what I feel was the message of Jesus at the time, you know, and it's still relevant today. And religion kind of gets caught up in lots of rituals and this and that, and you know, it wasn't so much, you know, you had to do all this stuff to save your soul, or yeah, get something from religion. It was just Jesus did all that to you know, died for us, you know, and that's the simplicity of it, you know, that I'm really special to God, and I'm able to accept my flaws. I'm able to accept that I'm not perfect and I don't have to be perfect. I have faith that there's a place for me in the world. I have faith that, you know, gradually over time, yeah, I'm going to get given the strength I need to accomplish whatever's the challenges that are in front of me. And it's awesome knowing that I'm safe and I'm getting cared for, and you know, sometimes it's painful, sometimes it's annoying, but it's like, I know it's just a place that nurtures growth and love for self and love for everyone around you, and I felt that from the start. Yeah, it's the first time in my life that I'm starting to, I don't know, not feel like it's hopeless, eh? That's the big one that I got. I really felt like the world was against me my whole life. I felt like it was impossible to get ahead or win or have a comfortable life. And yeah, here it's not. People are on your side, willing to help. God's just in my life, working miracles at my heart, you know, giving me strength daily. Yeah, and I want to, you know, be pleasing to God I want to be one of God's children. Yeah, I want to be true to God, and yeah, faithful to Him, just like He's faithful to me. I'd love to thank Tony. Yeah, living with Tony was a good start, and then I started to get to know John, Wes, Robin, yeah, all the guys on the Tech Deck team. There's everyone I've met through Gracegate. Doug and Althea, they were a big part of it too, having conversations with them. Like the Joneses, yeah, yep. He's and Leith too. I'm choosing today to get baptised because Jesus is my Lord and Saviour, and I want everyone to know who He is and why this is important to me.